There was a young man who set out on a journey to find who or what is the powerful force on earth. And immediately he went out, he saw iron and said to iron, Mr. Iron, I know that you are the strongest force on earth. And Mr. Iron said, no, once you throw me into fire, I will just melt away. And he went to fire and said, I know that you are the strongest force on earth. And fire said, no, with just a little water, I will be quenched. And he went to water and said, water, are you the strongest force on earth? And water said, no, once you expose me to the sun, I will dry up. And then he went to the sun and said, I've heard that you are the strongest force on earth. And the sun said, no. You see that cloud? It can always block me whenever it wants to. And then the boy rushed to the clouds and said, I've heard that you are the strongest force on earth. And then the cloud said, no. Once there is wind, it scatters me. And then the boy went to the wind and said, I've heard that you are the strongest force on earth. And the wind said to the boy, no. You see that mountain? There's nothing I can do to it. And he went to the mountain and said, surely, mountain, I know is that you are the strongest force on earth. And the mountain said, no. Whenever human beings came with their tools, they break me away. And then he went back to his father and said, Father, I found my answer. We humans, we are the strongest on earth. And the father said to him, no, son, there's something that takes both the old and the young, both kings and peasants, both men and women. It takes everything it wants to whenever it wants to. And that thing is death. So that boy went to death and said, surely you are the strongest power on earth. And they looked at him and said, no, son, I am not. I always thought I was. I took whoever I wanted to. I did whatever I wanted to. But one day came when I took one young man. Of course, he died. I was happy as usual. But after 3 days, I saw him. He arose. But not only did he arise, but he collected the key and my authority from me. And now I can never take anybody without him authorizing. Then he said to me that one day he is coming to judge the world, to judge me, that whoever I have taken, he will judge, and he will also judge me for taking that person. You know that man, his name is Jesus, the name above every other name. By the mention of that name, every knee must bow and every tongue must confess. Easter is not just about celebration. It is about war, it is about battle, and it is about victory. Jesus won the fight and got the victory.